Good afternoon and welcome to our very first episode of the Greekspeech podcast. I am one of your hosts, Big Doug.
And this is Dez, the big-headed baby child.
The emphasis is crazy. That's what it is. So we are here. We're not going to, do a lot today. But
Not
what we
at all,
decided
not
to do
at
was
all.
just drop this to let you guys know that we're coming. We've got some interesting stuff coming in the future in
Man,
terms
don't
of
we?
Greek life
Ooh,
and
that's hard, ain't it?
all of that.
That's
all
hard.
Of that.
Greek life.
All of that. It's a lot to it.
It's tons
It's
of
a
it.
lot to it, and it's not all negative like
There's
people
some great
tend
positivity behind it, man.
to think. So we want
Right.
people to know the good things about every organization.
Mhm.
So we're gonna bring in guests.
Of course,
That's gonna
we
be
have
cool.
to. If we don't bring in no guests, then how people gonna just want to hear our perspective?
Exactly.
They need to hear multiple
Exactly.
people's perspectives.
And we're starting off
Yes.
just kind of audio, kind of letting you guys know what we sound like, who we are.
You think they ready to see what we look like?
I don't know,
Salt
man.
and pepper?
Might not be ready. I don't know. I don't know.
Wait,
Might
you
not
know,
be
hey,
good. We gotta hide shit.
you got, hey man, look, you got salt and pepper, man.
We gotta hide shit.
Come on, man. Kid and play.
I don't know about that either. I don't. All I know is we gonna come with two different perspectives. A lot of information that we think you guys can really cherish and
Yes, we got to.
can really get something out of it. And then for those of you who are not in a Greek organization, whether it be a social organization, a service
Right.
organization, business organization, or however your organization is defined, you'll get a chance to hear some positive outlooks on what this whole thing was started about.
Right.
So that's where we're going with it. So we will be the Greekspeech podcast. It will be dope.
Hey, man, look.
It will be dope. We guarantee it.
What we want to do is we want to basically put fire underneath y'all asses.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But also, too, we want to put it out. So, with this Greek speech, we're going to talk about tons of different topics, excuse me, as my co-host Doug stated. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Dougie Fresh over here.
Yeah, let's get
But
it. Let's get it.
we just want you guys, man, just to, listen, follow in, subscribe to our YouTube channels. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook is about to get ready to get created. Man, it's all Greek speech. And we want you guys to go out there and follow us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to hear all different perspectives. You don't have to be Greek, you know what I'm saying, to listen to this podcast. If you are interested in thinking about it, you can listen to this podcast. But at the same time, we are going to have our different perspectives.
Right.
We are going to, everybody experience Greek differently. And don't think that the experiences that you guys are hearing are the ultimate experience of what Greek life is. So I just want you guys to stay tuned, man. We got some fire coming.
Right.
Hey, we got that heat coming.
We do.
We're going to hey, dude, this is about to be one of the most influential.
No, I agree.
You think so?
I agree.
You do?
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. No, I'm just listening to you because what you're saying is making sense. Like,
Yeah.
I get it. And it's going to be cool because when we start to bring in people and we go live, we'll tell you guys off top, out of respect for the organizations, we're not going to wear certain paraphernalia or and try to stay as far away from mentioning names
Please do.
as possible because people get real personal with things. But what we kind of seen is that a lot of what we'll be discussing is universal amongst every organization.
Okay.
Brotherhood and sisterhood are the general foundations for all of these organizations. I don't care
totally
what you
agree.
are. So we want to get back to a concept of taking you back to where it all started.
The history behind it, the
Yeah.
foundation,
To get it.
the route that the founders have taken to basically allow organizations to strive.
And what the positive things are, what
know?
you're doing in the community, how you're helping,
Right.
mentoring, helping to build the next
Volunteering.
generation of human beings, let alone, not even defined it as
Please explain that, though.
specific
That
race.
kind of hit home right there.
That's a
The
good
next
word. It was-
generation of human beings.
right, man. Because you know what? If you helping out with like kids and you
Okay.
in schools and you doing different things in the community, then the next generation is watching how you move. So you could be encouraging somebody from just being out there at whatever function it may be.
Right.
and be like, oh man, I met this dude and he was a, blah blah blah, and when I go to college or whatever it may be, or while I was in high school, I was in an organization that was attached to that organization. That's helping to build the minds of the next group.
That's so what they're going to be building is the next generation of leaders.
That too.
You know what I'm saying?
That too.
It's like one of those things. You know how your parents say you got to follow in order to lead.
I get it.
And that's exactly what a lot of these organizations are based off on. Just all different organizations, Greek organizations, whatever kind of lane of organization that you're a part of.
Right.
You're basically out there showing, the next generation of this is what leadership looks like.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
A lot of different people.
Well, leadership or involvement,
It could be involvement.
Because I see leadership too, because somebody had to step up and make any of these events occur.
Mm-hmm.
But along with those individuals are always the ones who are not listed on the plaque.
Right.
That do a lot of work as well. So, you got to see everybody. You got to see who's all involved. And it takes a village.
Right.
So hold on, y'all. We got this real cool slogan. Wait a minute. Hold up.
You gotta
Slow
pop
down.
it up.
I gotta get this right.
Hey, get it right, dog.
We got a cool logo. What do y'all see our shirts when we talk about they fire?
Hey, dog. I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I kind of got a little bit loud on that because I'm very excited. About this. But I'm gonna say this. Doug, been knowing Doug. Doug is very creative. Like his mindset is an art. You know what I'm saying? Like his mindset, the way he thinks, the way he delivers, and the way he projects, you know what I'm saying, and break down different sequences or whatever. He's smart at that.
You gonna make me cry, man.
Man, bro. Hey, no, I just gotta say this because
I'm an emotional dude.
Hey, man, this is 6 years.
Yeah, appreciate
it. And we over the years, man, and that just becoming into a fraternity is where we basically cross paths. Yeah. And just really knowing Doug and being Doug, he has always been like my big brother. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted a big brother. And, I totally include Doug as my big brother, And I have brothers, but someone that you could really sit here and truly, talk to on an everyday basis about any and everything. It's not just about Greek organization. It's about life in general.
Absolutely.
And that's one of the things that, we develop, man. We develop that relationship. Like he knows my family. I know his family.
Absolutely.
We go out of town, we kick it, whatever, parlay, we can have a good time. And that's somebody that I can sit here and say, like, hey, dog.
And we are completely, I tell y'all, we two different age groups.
Two different age groups. So hey, you know what, we're not even going to tell them this. We're not going to tell, no. Hey, so if y'all do get the opportunity to, go into the YouTube and comment, I want you to comment and see what the gap is in the age and see who's the youngest or the oldest just by conversation.
I think they can tell.
No, I know they can, but
and not that's not a diss. I'm just saying just based on you can tell.
You can tell.
Even when I was younger, I knew I could talk, and you can talk the same thing, but you could always tell like when I was talking to like my pops,
right.
Like it was a different tone.
But my pops was the same age as your pops.
Well, which is interesting, right? That's another dynamic too. See, that's a whole nother podcast. That's a whole nother podcast. But what he was saying, I feel him though, because the truth of it is, sometimes you can hang with people that are younger, older. It doesn't really matter because everybody kind of learns from each other. Yep. And that's the trick of it to get it.
Yeah.
So we down to the last couple of minutes, y'all, of our intro. Yes, I've been really waiting though, trying to get this.
Say it, dog.
This is important to me, bro.
Come on.
So the Greekspeech show / podcast. We got so many different versions of this y'all about to see with the t-shirts and everything. It's gonna be so dope.
Get to it.
It's rediscovering historical aspects of collegiate Greek culture. You can't even tell me that ain't hard. That's deep. That is so deep.
I felt like my intestines dropped.
That was hard. I know it, Dr. Dust. I couldn't wait to read that.
Man, I know you did. You was hyped. But
so
I'm glad you got it out before the minutes are up.
Y'all, we gonna fall back. We just wanted to tell y'all that we're coming. We got some great content coming. We really are.
Right.
And we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna take you back to brotherhood and sisterhood and the foundation of just those terms, and everything else will kind of stem off of that. So I'm Doug once again.
And I'm Dez, the big-headed baby child.
They gonna start really calling you that, bro. That's gonna be your name.
Hey, man, if they like it, they like it. I'm rolling with it. Whatever matters. Whatever's gonna make some money, you know.
All right, so we'll see y'all 7 days?
Ooh, from
Give
today.
Give them 7 days. So we got some things to do this week to get ready for the next topic, but we'll see y'all next Sunday and do this all over again. So we're looking forward to this show taking off and being real progressive. So looking forward to it. Peace.
Yo.